Hey guys, it's Rich.
Hey guys, it's Rich.
Today we're going to share a real brief.
Yeah, what province?
Man, broke my signage free today. Bringing you another.
Guys, thanks for watching this too. Okay, you may have fired up your Uber app this morning, like I did for the first time in 5 days, and saw something new under your menu screen. We'll try to get it on there. Oh gosh, it's gone from this phone, so I didn't update the app, but you should see a reservations tab. Anyway, I don't know if you saw that. I'm here fumbling around with my phones on my own in my car. But anyway, Uber reservation is now here, and it's here. It appears to be, since I drive a basic sedan, appears to be for all ride types. Now, they launched this like October, November last year for the luxury ride types, where folks could go out up to 30 days and reserve a ride, if they knew they were going to need a ride somewhere. I haven't heard much about it from friends and other drivers I know who, drive those higher ride types. I've seen a lot of rides on it. That could change, that could change now that it looks like it's opened up to the basic ride type. So what is it exactly? I mean, technically it's a scheduled ride, but you can go out to 30 days to schedule it. And in Uber's defense, they're taking better care of drivers on this ride type. I don't have all the details, but basically, there's going to be a scheduled or reserved pickup fee, and the driver's actually going to get 72% of that. And from what I've seen in other videos and elsewhere, $10 pickup, you're going to get $7.20 at pickup instead of $1.12, which you currently get on UberX or Uber Pet or Uber Pool, whenever that comes back. But again, it's another new option. It should be in your app. Let me update Uber on this phone. Sorry, I don't do those auto update deals for a few different reasons. They seem to clog up iPhones. But anyway, there'll be rides in there you can choose to take. Another sort of bone Uber throws you, if you do show up to that ride and the rider does end up canceling, and let's say it was a $32 fare or commission that you'd earned, you're actually going to get that entire amount for the cancel. So there is something to it that can help drivers. I mean, obviously, canceled ride, it's just so counterintuitive and funny. I was going to a friend's pool party today, and I turned on destination filter on Uber to get up here. I did 2 rides, and one, she's in my car 15 minutes, and I made $5.71. And then the other was a scheduled ride. It was about 3 miles away, so I pulled up and drove over there, and I had to take a little more circuitous, quicker route without lights on the Las Vegas Boulevard. And right when I got there, I pull up, I click on the scheduled pickup, and I see that it's scheduled for 3:30, and I was there at like 3:22. Anyway, the rider ended up canceling, and the funny thing was I ended up making $6.71 on that ride, just because of the distance. Again, I got to check into this a little further. I went into the actual ride, and Uber paid me the full $5.25 plus some distance fee on that cancellation. So I don't know if this reservations change has triggered that. We'll have more info on this, but again, it's a new feature. I always recommend, take whatever Uber gives you and find out if it works for you. You want to have all those ride types or this new type of ride request feature. You want to have eligibility and be opted in for it. It doesn't appear, it looks like it's going to be like Lyft's scheduled rides where you can go in and choose one if you want, if you see something that meets your liking or is close to your home where you start from every day. But it looks like there's some new money potentially to be made on it with the wait times. I could see this actually taking off. I mean, I don't know if I've ever scheduled anything or how riders think, how far in advance they schedule, but you know, maybe people who have a doctor appointment once a week. I mean, those would be good reservation candidates, or anything else like that. But again, opt in, or at least check the reservations tab under your hamburger menu bar in the upper left on Uber, and take a look at it. Like most things with these companies, they just throw them up there and they don't even tell drivers. I scoured my emails. I didn't see anything about Uber reservation here. One other huge advantage to this, and again, Uber's app is just, sometimes you see this, sometimes you don't. It's like I'm enjoying mounds. When I was in California about 1.5 years ago, and this is in other markets, and they brought it here, it allowed at the end of the ride for the driver to favorite that, or the rider to favorite that driver, so that you could potentially, if you're in the area, get rematched with them. I think what it did though is it jacked up the tipping and rating feature from what I saw when a rider showed it to me. He hit favorite for me and it disappeared. The ride went away, so no option to tip or rate. I mean, unless they click on the hamburger bar, click on your trips, and go back into the ride, which is way too much friction for most people to do, to leave you a tip or a rating. That's why you got to get the money in cash, or get your Venmo, you know, Cash App, PayPal, whatever, Bitcoin, whatever QR codes you want in your back seat. They work. I've been doing this the last 6 months. It's a few $100 extra a month. Doesn't go through the app, so I don't get that on my Uber income statement or Lyft income statement at the end of the year. And people like it. They think it's cool. At least many, you know, lots of people do. They've never seen it before. Anyway, stay tuned on that. We may be able to help you in a month or so. But hopefully with the reservation feature, you know, if they've clicked on you as a, let's say they're in Vegas for 4 days, they've clicked on you as a favorite. I mean, this could help Uber and Lyft to curtail all the cash rides that are going on, probably in most markets in this country. But we know in Vegas, this is the most stringent and most regulated and most heavily enforced. I mean, I've had drivers call me, tell me they've been pulled over by the MTA now and been told to show the ride. Hasn't happened to me personally. But again, this is big money for the state. You know, let's say 10,000 pickups and drops at the airport every day. That's $27,000 a day, and there's probably more than that. But I don't, you know, 27, you know, it's somewhere around 15 million or 13 million or so annually that the state loses out on. That's why the signs are all over at the airport, the $1,800 fine. Anyway, I went a little long. I'll follow up on reservation once I get it on my other phone. Be funny, make money, guys.